Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video about important guidelines when selecting a low-pressure blower for your application. Today we are going to discuss the advantages of having integrated components inside the blower enclosure instead of having standalone or remotely installed components outside the blower package. So what are the main components that can be installed inside and outside the blower enclosure? First, we can start with the variable speed drive or the motor starter. Motor starters like direct, online, or DOL or star delta starters for fixed speed blowers and VFDs for variable speed machines can be installed inside or outside the blower enclosure. When installed outside the blower enclosure, they can be located in standalone panels next to the blower or integrated to the facility's switchgear or MCC, motor control center. The second component is controller or PLC. Controllers or PLCs to control, monitor, and protect the blower components can also be installed inside or outside the blower enclosure in a standalone panel or in the facility's main PLC panel. Third is the human machine interface or HMI. The HMI goes in parallel with the PLC, and it is the interface to control the blower and monitor its data. The HMI can also be integrated to the blower enclosure or located remotely inside a standalone panel or inside the plant's PLC panel. Fourth is instrumentation. Monitoring, control, and protection instrumentation, like pressure and temperature sensors, can be integrated into the blower enclosure or can also be installed on the inlet and discharge pipes outside the blower package. Now that we know the main components that can be installed inside or outside the blower enclosure, let's have a closer look on the advantages of integrated components. We will start with the first advantage, installation cost. Integrated components like starter, VFD, controller, or instrumentation save a lot on installation cost. In case of external standalone components, it will cost the contractor more to install additional standalone enclosures. It also costs a lot of money and time to lay and terminate power and control cables between the MCC switchgear, the standalone component, and then the blower enclosure. The integrated blower package, however, has everything built into the blower enclosure, making it the only enclosure requiring installation and cable termination. Integration and internal wiring. Once all equipment is installed, standalone components should be wired into the blower from one side and to the plant MCC or SCADA from the other side. A system integrator is also required to program, wire, and test these connections to ensure reliable and correct operation of the blower. Fully integrated blowers, on the other side, have everything built into the blower enclosure, pre-wired, pre-tested in factory, so no additional work is required. So in addition to saving cost of internal wiring and integration, a fully integrated blower offers less control issues or problems at site during commissioning. Third advantage is footprint. Obviously, blower packages with integrated components offer great footprint advantages, knowing that you need additional space for standalone panels for the starter, VFD, or controller. It's important to mention that each one of these panels require its own maintenance clearance as well. With a fully integrated package, only blower enclosure needs to be installed with one maintenance clearance to be provided around the blower. Fourth point is the single point of responsibility. This is one of the most important advantages for an integrated blower package versus providing some remote standalone components. Having one blower package with all components installed inside its enclosure means that the blower manufacturer is the only one responsible for any failure or unusual behavior of the machine. Whereas providing standalone VFD or control panels creates a lot of confusion when a failure happens. Different manufacturers or suppliers may end up pushing the blame on each other's components, and no one would take ownership of the situation, which would waste a lot of the client's time and money. The fifth advantage is maintenance cost. This is also an obvious advantage, given that the more external components we have, the more maintenance we require from different suppliers or manufacturers to inspect, test, maintain, and repair each component or standalone panel. I hope the information in this video is useful to everyone. Please don't forget to like and share and leave us a comment or question. We would be happy to answer them all. Thank you very much and stay tuned for our next video.